Welcome, everyone, to episode 5 of Stay on Target, the official Hazard Time podcast. I'm your host, Liam. I'm joined today by my co host, not Richard, Dimitri. How you doing today,
I was
Dimitri?
gonna say you remembered my name. I'm doing fine.
So, the topic for today's video was something that was decided in last week's video, and your current actions don't make me feel guilty about this topic at all. And if you had listened to the video,
It
you
was 2 hours.
if you had listened to the whole video, which is not that
Podcast. I
long.
mean, it's a podcast. But...
It's there's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's plenty of hours. It's a very small fraction
But
of your
my
time.
hazard time devoted time is what's 3 times 7, so that's what it is. 20.
So
It's like 2 minutes and 10 seconds or something. I don't know.
so anyway, the topic for today's video is soup.
Why?
Because that was what was decided. We're going to talk about soup today.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You guys actually talked about pizza.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about soup.
What's your favorite type of soup?
Well, it depends. Soup is something that is dependent on my mood, my overall well-being, and who's making it. Like pizza, even if I'm in a bad mood or if I'm, not feeling pizza, I can get pizza from Pizza Hut, and it pretty much it's fine. I'll still be satisfied with it. But soup, I can't eat Campbell. Like I can't eat it out of a can. I'm not gonna. I don't want canned soup.
You're not going to debase yourself with canned soup?
A lot of canned soup isn't good. It's really just not good.
Yeah. So a way to answer my question by not answering at all, but
See?
I would say
There you
probably
go.
my favorite type of soup would probably have to be chicken noodle soup. I mean, it's just plain and simple. I honestly don't like many other types of soup.
I like clam chowder, but that's a chowder. Does that count?
I don't know what I don't know what a chowder is. I feel like is it?
Well, it's like, does stew count as soup?
Well, no, because stew is stew.
Stew. So like, I can get beef. Like,
Beef.
there's been,
I like beef stew, but that
no.
I like
See, beef stew is my mortal enemy of the food world
why.
because that's one of two things that I've gotten food poisoning from.
Mm.
Beef stew put me out for 3 days. 3 days of my life was unrecognizable because of beef stew.
Really?
Terrible, terrible stuff. Food poisoning is legit. It was so bad, like I could not. I felt like physically weak and could not get out of bed. I shit my brains out. I puked my brains out. My body was devoid of any fluids for a long time.
Who made it?
Um,
Did you buy it? I would not buy beef stew.
I don't remember who made it at the time, but god awful night, man. Because
Was
well,
it?
the first night was puking up the beef stew. The next nights were like the aftermath, and then just getting every little bit of my stomach out.
Whenever I get like sick, where my like stomach starts hurting, I guess it's food poisoning or food sensitivity or whatever.
No,
But
food poisoning, you would know.
I mean, it still feels pretty bad.
Yeah, but no, food poisoning is like it's like another level. Like I've only gotten it like maybe once, I think twice. But I'm 100% positive I've gotten it once. It's terrible.
Yeah. Whenever I get really sick, what I try and do now is no matter what, don't throw up.
It's exactly it.
I try if my stomach is really hurting, throwing up will make it feel better, but
But
I
for
have like I have like a negative side effect where for some reason I throw up and my nose gets clogged and I can't breathe out of my nose.
Yes, like, well, does the chunks go through your nose?
I don't know,
Hmm.
but it's like I threw up. Now I can't breathe through my nose. I would rather deal with the pain in this, the pain with the stomach that I'm feeling for a little bit longer than not be able to breathe through my nose. 'Cause it's like that's like the worst thing.
Is it like your shaky leg? Do you just have these like side effects from like mundane things?
That's a that was a deep cut.
Yeah, this is a deep cut. No,
Just
I mean,
I haven't thought about my superpower in a long time.
well, I guess you haven't had to, which is a good thing.
And another thing that happens sometime is when I'm like laying in bed, one of my legs will just like kick randomly. Does that ever happen to you?
No. Have you ever woken up with like a cramp?
No, not really.
Oh my God, that's really bad pain too. It's like that's really bad. Like it's like a super cramp. Like I wake up and like it hasn't happened in a long time. I eat a lot of bananas now, so but like you wake up and it's like a shooting pain just like down your leg and it like forces your leg and foot like into it, it's like there's like little goblins like trying to move your foot into your like side. It's like can't move it. You can't shake it or like get the cramp out.
Uh,
I don't know.
okay, you still haven't said anything about soup though. What's your go-to with soup?
I told you I don't want to talk about soup.
Well, too bad. You should have. Apparently, it's very hard to pick topics.
I like chicken noodle soup.
Do you like tomato soup?
No.
I don't like tomato soup either. I don't
I,
like tomato soup. I don't like uh, broccoli and I'll eat the what is it, like cheesy broccoli. Is that a type of soup?
yeah, I don't go for that cheesy soup. I don't think cheese should be like no. I like the like you get at hibachi restaurants.
Mm.
You go and it's like it's just broth, just like really hot broth of something. I don't know what it is, but it's like some I guess it's some Japanese
Just drink that.
broth. Yeah, like it's really hot. It feels good and it tastes good. I like egg drop soup.
Just drink straight broth. I do that. Like potato soup and ham and potato soup.
That's disgusting.
Now here's something, and this was mentioned in the podcast we did with Richard. Do you ever get soup at a buffet? Would you ever even risk that?
Well, at Chinese buffet, yeah, I'll get like egg drop soup or something.
What about like a non Chinese buffet, like a like a old country buffet? Would you?
No, for
I
some
us-
reason.
I usually try the chicken noodle soup. It's just never any that good. It's just never ever that good.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing. Because I think a quality soup takes time.
Yeah.
That's why like canned soup is like I'll eat canned soup. I'm not above canned soup.
Too
I'm
good
just
for that
saying.
canned soup.
Campbell shit. Country was built on Campbell's, man.
I don't get Campbell's. Campbell's is trash.
Yeah. Especially
It's
their
like
chicken noodle soup.
I get like some other brand. It's like Blue, I think.
Progresso.
Yeah, Progresso.
Yeah.
They're okay. But
Well, because if you make chicken noodle soup, it's got to be with spiral egg noodles.
right, yeah, it's definitely gotta be egg noodles.
See, actually, that's one of my specialties is my chicken noodle soup.
Hmm. I
I can make good chicken noodle soup.
You know what I ate, which wasn't a pleasant eating experience, but
What?
I had a can of chicken noodle soup, not cooked, not heated up.
That sounds disgusting because it has that like film on the top of it.
Not really. It didn't have any film.
Well, like you open the candles and it's got like maybe it's not like a film, but it's got like those like kind of like blotches.
You're still talking about Campbell's. I've never even had a can of Campbell's in my life.
Oh, well,
Campbell's is trash. Don't eat Campbell's.
it's like maybe like the fat from like the chicken or something. I don't know.
But I did like eat a can of chicken noodle soup cold just because I wanted to be like, what would it be like if I was in the apocalypse and had to eat this cold? I guess I know now I could do it. And
I'd hope so. It's not like cat food or anything. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. Cat food or something like that, like wet dog food or cat food.
Gross.
Half my diet is canned chicken.
That gross canned chicken water.
Well, you just gotta empty it out.
Have you ever drink the canned chicken juice?
No, but I've recently learned that some people, when they eat canned chicken, they put it in a strainer and like run water over it so it like gets out all the juice and stuff.
Hmm.
Now normally I just drain it, fill it with water again, and then shake it and then drain it again.
Hmm.
Have you ever gotten what I like to call, and what CJ and I affectionately called, chicken piss?
Chicken piss?
Yeah. So
What
like
is that?
if you eat a can of chicken, you know, when it's time to relieve yourself, you know, drinking too much water or something like that, your pee smells exactly like that can of chicken.
I've never encountered that, but I also don't frequently smell my own pee. So
Well, it's not like I do either, but I mean, like,
it was
it's
just CJ smelling his pee.
no. It was like you pee and you don't have to smell it. It just stinks. You don't have to physically smell the pee. It just stinks.
I don't know, man.
Whatever.
I mean, do you
Like-
not flush?
It's not the pee. Like when it is happening, you will smell it.
I can't relate to that at all. I don't ever remember small. I don't think I've ever smelled my pee midstream. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a
No.
lot of time.
You don't smell it. Like it's just the smell goes into your nose. Like I'm not trying to smell it. It just smells.
I don't think it's that. It's. I don't
It
know.
only happens when I eat a can of chicken.
Whatever you say.
It just shows me pissing in my face trying to smell.
You pee in the toilet, bend over, stuff. Ah, chicken.
Wait. Yeah, it does still smell like chicken.
Oh, what was I? Now I lost my train of thought from that nonsense.
See, my plan is working.
But what I was gonna say is, do you ever? You should try drinking the canned chicken water because if you were in the apocalypse, you would save that canned chicken water.
I'm sure I could. I don't doubt my ability to drink it.
Like if it was if it was end times, and you were like, you find a can of chicken, you're drinking that water because you need that hydration. That probably gross salty water.
I mean, I've lived off MREs for a little bit, so
How were those?
not as bad as you think. There's
Yeah.
a couple rules that you follow, but don't ever heat it up.
Don't ever heat it up. It happens.
You can, okay? Like, one, you never have time to heat it up, so it's just a waste of time. And two, the smell from the little, like, heating device is such. Oh my god, it sticks with me. It's not as bad as chicken piss. No, it's about 5 times worse. It's just like this weird, inorganic, metallic, like chemical smell. Because like there's this little packet that you put in a bag and then you fill it with water and like shake it up, and then like it starts like boiling the water, and then you put the food in there and it warms it up. But it's such a weird smell.
So it's the cooking device that smells, not the food itself.
Yeah, the cooking device.
That's like a design problem. They need to fix that.
I don't think that's on their mind.
Maybe it should be. It's not like we're in the middle of a war.
Anyway.
I understand if it was like Vietnam War, and that's not exactly high in their priorities, but
Deal with it.
you're there cooking your smelly MRE meals while Credence is playing in the background.
You're like, everybody knows where you are at that point.
Which, if movies have told me everything, Creedence Clearwater Revival was blasting throughout Vietnam. Bow, bow.
They had speakers in the trees, man.
I ain't no fortunate son. I can't do Creedence apparently. I just learned that now. I'm not gonna try.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son.
Was Spirit in the Sky?
I don't know. It was Spirit in the Sky.
Is that a Vietnam song?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't know. I wasn't in Nam. I don't know.
I wasn't in Nam. It might have been playing. I don't know.
I'm sure it's somebody's Nam song.
Wasn't there some Credence in Kong Skull Island?
Yeah, what do you think?
So cliche.
What do you think was it? I was so looking forward to that movie. Like, I saw the first trailer, I thought it was gonna be awesome. Because one, Vietnam. I love me some Vietnam. Two, fire, which comes hand in hand with Vietnam. And three was fucking giant monsters like, I thought it was gonna take place in Vietnam, like in the war.
Yeah, I always treasure the things me, you, and Richard all agree on. I always treasure those things, and I treasure the fact we all hate Kong Skull Island. You know,
Yeah. It's garbage.
it's like
It's terrible. It really is it's a really bad movie.
like the people on the stinking Discord, like they didn't get it. They're like, why does Liam hate this movie so much? I just do. It's a crappy movie.
It is crap. Everything is bad about it. There's the plot, like,
I don't want to talk about. I think I talked about Kong Skull Island last time with Richard. I'm not talking about Kong Skull Island anymore. I've talked about it enough. But there are very few things that I think all three of us like.
like,
Yeah.
um,
I mean, The Thing,
yeah,
Empire Strikes Back, I guess.
yeah,
Do you like Jurassic Park?
no,
God damn it. What the hell was wrong with you? God damn it,
Predator,
Charlie.
Predator,
Yeah. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah,
I know what is something that we would all three like if Richard would get on board is Red versus Blue.
I don't know if he'd really go for that too much.
You don't think he would like Red versus Blue? I don't know, man. We talked about Red versus Blue last time in the podcast too. Apparently, this is the podcast recap.
Yeah.
You know the episode 4 that you didn't listen to. Now we're talking about it in episode 5 that you're not going to listen to. So I hope you're enjoying, audience.
Previously on Stay on Target. The Dimitri episode is just to talk about the Richard episode.
So we can get all caught up. Episode 6 will be a clean slate.
Well, episode 6 I'll miss. So.
True. You'll be in on episode 6.
What?
You'll be in episode 6.
Yeah, but then I'll miss it.
But you don't have to listen to something that you're already in.
Oh, this is episode 6?
This is episode 5. Talking about episode 4. Episode 6 will just be a regular old podcast. But you'll be in episode 6.
Richard seems like he has plenty of time nowadays.
Yeah. Tried to convince him to rewatch Lost. But he wasn't going for it.
He doesn't have that much time.
He's got time to rewatch a good show like Lost.
You've got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Wasting it on hazard time.
Yeah. Wasting it on Stay on Target podcast.
Could be wasting it on another way for top back time.
I feel like there is one thing we gotta mention occasionally on this topic just to continue the tread. I feel like we gotta bring up Joe every once in a while. Because we did talk about Joe a lot in the last podcast.
There's a lot to talk about. He works at the drive-in, you know?
The drive-in.
Yeah.
Interesting. I guess that's just like a summer job for him.
Yeah, no, that's not his career.
Because he's still in college, I think. Has he graduated college already? He could have.
Yeah, he could have.
For like political science or whatever.
He might have graduated this last semester.
And his degree is doing him good at the drive-in.
Hey, everybody needs a political science major at their theater.
That local drive-in.
Which sucks, you know? Like, I wish he worked there when we were there. Because we could have been there every night. Getting free food, watching movies.
I feel like he would make it so he couldn't come in. Like, no, not these guys. Don't let them in. No, nope. Nope, nope.
Joe would play by the book and not let us get anything free.
That too. Now, that would be Richard. Joe might give people, maybe not us, but Joe might give some people free stuff. But Richard wouldn't be giving anybody any free stuff.
Joe just wouldn't pander us to, like, he just wouldn't pander us to, like, that long. He might do it a couple times. But he'd be like, no, you guys gotta stop. Richard wouldn't do it once.
Richard would be appalled we asked.
We would show up. We'd be like, you gonna let us in for free? And he'd be like,
I'm not doing that.
No, he'd be like,
do that.
He'd be like, okay, that's funny. All right, come on, guys, now pay up. I'm like, no, we're serious. And he'd be like, no, you guys gotta leave if you're not gonna pay. We wouldn't leave. We'd hold up the line.
He would be appalled that we asked. I guess once he realized we were serious. Like, you guys really think I'm gonna let you in for free?
Really?
Seriously?
Seriously, guys? Really?
Drive-in. We need a drive-in down here. But do you ever drive in where you are?
About 20 minutes away, yeah.
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's okay. They have good burgers.
I guess there's no drive-in here. I suppose because of the hurricanes. I guess that's a thing. But
yeah, I'd probably take down the screen.
Because Hurricane Katrina, like down here, was like the apocalypse.
Well, yeah, like that whole area down there, it was the apocalypse.
I hear it talked about so much. There was like before Katrina and then like after Katrina.
That's probably why it's so dumpy there too.
And it gets referenced so much in like conversation. Be like, oh yeah, that building's new. It was built after the Katrina. Like, hey, what happened to the Friendlies? Oh yeah, they got destroyed in Katrina. They never built it back up.
You should watch. Hold on, I gotta figure out. It's a documentary about Katrina, and it like shows
what
different.
About Katrina?
What?
What about Katrina?
A documentary.
A what?
Okay. Anyway, there's this film.
A documentary?
Whatever. Anyway, there's
documentary about Katrina, not a documentary.
Whatever. Hold on.
I don't think we should move past this. I feel like you should say it correctly, so you learn.
I'm just saying it how it's spelled. What is it? Yeah, Trouble the Water. That's what it is. It's so good because like you watch it and it's like a found footage. Like Like you really like because they're in it, like they're in the actual location and everything like that during it happening. It's like you get to see like shit goes down. They like talk to the National Guard and everything. Like
Which this brings me to, I think, the one place that I would probably never want to live permanently. That's New Orleans.
why?
They're like, New Orleans is underwater. They're the city is below sea level.
Makes you wonder why anybody built it there in the first.
And they got it pretty bad in Katrina too. But my one of my physical science teachers was talking to us about it, and he said that if Katrina got hit, I mean that if New Orleans got hit head on by Katrina, like New Orleans wouldn't be like there would be no more New Orleans. Like Louisiana would look different or something.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, they've made it this far. I've never been to New Orleans, but
Yeah, Ryan.
they don't like it when you call it New Orleans, right?
Yes, I know that much. I know how to pronounce things correctly. It's elementary, knowing how to pronounce things correctly.
Right, whatever.
Whereas some people would say elementary.
At least I don't say mature.
What?
You ever heard that? Mature?
No, I don't think I've heard it.
It's a good one. Mature.
My favorite is crayon.
Crayon. Crayon.
Crayon. Crayon, okay? It's not crayon. Hand me the crayon.
Crayon. Crayon. Crayon.
You got a blue crayon over there? Crayola crayons.
K-R-A-N.
Like you're ignoring two key letters.
It sounds like the monster from like a 50s movie. Crayon. The giant crayon.
The crayon is coming. Attack of the 50-foot crayon.
Crayon.
Yeah.
Crayon is stupid though.
That's what it is.
But it's dumb, like crayon. That sounds. I don't know. That sounds like a company, like a builds like laser guns. Crayon. Crayon. Laser rifle.
Another one that bothers me, which I guess this is more minor, is when people too heavily enunciate the hic in vehicle. Vehicle.
Vehicle. Vehicle.
Get out of the vehicle. It's
This
just like mobile. No,
mobile.
It's
Mobile, Alabama.
Well, that's mobile.
Mobile. Oh, yeah, Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. But like the Batmobile.
Batmobile. The Batmobile.
Okay, well, Mobile, Batmobile.
It's mobile. It's mobile.
So an automobile, but then mobile by itself is mobile, not mobile.
Do they call things like? Do they have different terms for different things there?
Like what?
Like like soda, Coke, or something. Like, do they just call it a Coke?
Yeah, well, some regions do refer to soda as pop. Still,
Yeah, but like, what do they call it where you are?
I think just soda. I think pop is getting more and more phased out. I would guess.
Good, because it's ridiculous. But one thing that really gets me here is they call hold on. What do you call the thing that you go to Walmart and then it's the metal thing that you get that you put your groceries in and you walk around the store with?
A shopping cart?
Exactly.
What do people call it?
They call
I got to put my groceries in this big ass metal thing.
Yeah, everybody just walks around calling it the big ass metal thing. They call it the cage. The rolling cage.
The shopping. I like that. The shopping cage. I put my groceries in the shopping cage.
No, they call it a buggy.
Buggy, I've heard that.
That's,
I think buggy is more like enclosed.
what do you mean?
I feel like a buggy. I feel like a buggy you have to open something up to put stuff in. I feel like that would
Like
be more
like
buggy.
like a cage.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. Maybe just
Buggy.
buggy. Is
I think you're thinking of Cubby.
no, cubbies aren't closed off. Cubbies are open. Anyone can take anything out of a cubby.
It's true. Cubbies
Cubbies
have
aren't.
no. There's no security in a cubby.
I'm gonna close some of these tabs. What do we got here? Close this. Close this.
Close your tab. Close tab. Close it.
God. Okay. I can close this and this and this and this. Yeah, another one that bothers me. I haven't heard it a lot, but really, I've only heard it in one TV show, and every time it's said in that TV show, it really bothers me. Like, God damn it, why are you saying it like that? Ambulance. People
Yeah.
has an ambulance.
Ambulance. What TV show?
I think it was Daredevil. So I don't know if that's just.
That ambulance.
I don't know if it was more of like a New York thing or something, but I don't know. 'Cause I didn't pronounce it ambulance, and I'm from New York. I guess I'm not from Long Island, New York, which I suppose does have a different accent.
Ambulance. Ambulance.
Ambulance.
It's ambulance.
Ambulance. Vehicle.
Another thing they do here,
No boy.
which another annoying. It's so small, but once you realize it, then you realize that everybody does it.
Those are the best kinds.
Yeah. Instead of saying like, if I say something that you don't understand, if I say it too fast or like, you know, if I just say something, what are you gonna say to me?
What?
Exactly. Do it again. What would you say to me?
What?
Exactly. That's all that's needed, right? Just what? But for
Yeah.
some reason, everybody here puts a do in front of it. The word do.
Do what? Do
No,
what?
really. Do what?
The what?
No, it's not duh. It's do. Like it is the word do. Like do what?
Do what?
Do what? I didn't notice it at first, and somebody pointed it out to me, and I'm like, oh my god, everybody says that.
You know what's something that I've encountered too? I guess it might just be like those specific people, but I worked with a person who would talk way more than needed than necessary.
I think that's just those kind of people.
I guess I don't like those type of people because they would be like, I'd ask somebody like, "Hey, have you seen so and so?" And the person would be like, "No, I haven't seen him. You know, man. I'm not gonna like lie to you and say that I've seen him when I haven't seen him. So I'm like, no, I haven't seen him. Like, say you haven't seen him. God damn it. But I got things to do.
Yeah, I work with somebody that does that.
I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I have when I haven't.
I haven't seen him. Well, I did see him over here, but I don't think they're over there anymore. I can go ask this person if they see him. I'm like, no, that's fine. I just.
Shut the hell up, please.
Why do you want to see him anyway? It's like, nah, it's just ask. Also, the people that won't let me walk away. Like when I'm talking to them, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then it'll be like an awkward silence, and I start to walk away, and they'll be like, oh, and by the way, I'm like, no, I thought we were done.
No, shush. Go away. Yeah. But I don't know.
They'd be great podcasters.
Did you hear that the Kmart closed in Horseheads?
Hell, it was already closed when we left, pretty much.
Isn't that sad though?
think it was sadder if it was alive. It was like keeping it on life support when it was. It's like make me dead. That's my new thing now.
Make me dead.
Yeah, instead of like, please kill me, it's make me dead. Please make me dead.
I don't know. There's something. There's something. There's something about just the traditional struggled kill me. Like kill me.
Well, yeah, no. It's not the serious one, but please God, just make me dead.
Kill me.
Kill me. Jesus Christ.
I like what Red versus. Do you remember Red versus Blue when Vic wanted to be killed?
No, I remember Lopez.
No, it was season 15 when when the reporter is looking for the Reds and Blues, and he finds Vic and he wants to be deleted.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I think at one point he goes, "Only one more wish before you Control Alt Delete me from the face of reality."
Dude.
And then my favorite is there's the other guy, Jax, who is like the photographer or whatever, and Vic is going off like, "Come on, do it, pull the plug," and the Jax goes, "Oh, he's starting to sound like Grandma. I'm depressed. I'm getting depressed." That was so funny. Like, he's starting to sound like Grandma. Pull the plug. He's starting to sound like Grandma. Like,
Hello.
good show.
Like, kill me, please.
Lopez is great. Do you remember what season you were watching that you got so angry with Sarge?
Oh my God. Because it gets to such, like, an obnoxious point of his stupidity. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. Like, everything he did just made everything worse. Or, like, it was just, like, completely opposite of what should have been done. Like, his, like... It was frustrating.
See, because I was rewatching it recently and I wanted to see where that was, and I didn't.
I don't remember what. I just remember it was probably the fact that we watched it nonstop too. Like it was, like 3 days of Red versus Blue,
Which is great, but
and this was like the halfway point. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was the Halo 3 era stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think it's then.
I don't think it was season 6 either. Might have been 7.
It's just like his obnoxious obliviousness, just like blatant stupidity. They upped it a notch.
But it can be good sometimes. Like my favorite storylines are the season 4 stuff where Simmons sees the tank. That they all know there was a tank in Blood Gulch when they left, and for no reason, Sarge refuses to believe that there's a tank.
Yeah. But one of my favorite, like, shorts is the Sarge one. I guess
shorts.
Well, like the little special features. What's it called?
PSAs.
Yeah, like I Dream of Sarge. Is that it? Or
Oh no, you mean the season 14, the anthology stuff. 50 Shades of Red.
50 Shades of Red. Yeah.
That was so good.
That one's amazing.
What are you gonna do about it? Talk is cheap. What are you gonna do about it? He shoots himself. Huh. I guess he called my bluff. He is worthy of being in charge. The other guy, he's dead. and I was thinking about it. He straight up murders the Lemons. The guy who was training him. He straight up, you must be a blue.
You hear someone behind you. I do.
Caboose, you hear somebody behind you. I do. I wonder what is causing it. Yoink. Double yoink.
I had to go to the bathroom. Or he's like, I have to go to the bathroom, which is strange because I already went when we were standing in the creek together.
And the Caboose and Sarge interactions are always good too, because he's like, Red Sergeant, Red Sergeant.
Yeah, the Beaver, what is it, Beaver Creek?
Beaver Creek, yeah.
Yeah, with the, what are they called, the minions?
Zealots.
The Zealots, yeah.
The flag! We captured the flag! The glorious flag! It's so
What does
flappy!
he say? He's like, hey, Blues, look what I got over here. And then Caboose is like, hey, Blues.
Oh, I messed up the line. I can see the flag. It's so flappy. I lived as human there.
I don't know. My favorite are still like season like 2 through 4.
Yeah. Season 5 was good though, because season 5 was still Halo 2.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much right after they get to Halo 2 is my favorite. Like up until that point. The other ones are good too. It's just before that is my favorite.
Season 1, it's almost like there's a level of seriousness in season 1. Like they're actually soldiers.
Yeah. And then they're like, they're still soldiers, but you know, we're just gonna say fuck it. They're not gonna act anything like.
Yeah. Because season 4, I think season 4 might be my favorite. Because the storylines are so absurd. It's like, I just remember one time watching it, and like, Sarge is holding out tryouts for second in command. And it's between Donut, a wrench, and a skull. And I'm like, what is going on?
It's perfect though.
Happening.
That's why I didn't really like the new ones as much because the story was too concrete. Like there was too much.
Well, I think the Halo 3 stuff was good.
The Halo 3 stuff is good. All of it's good. It's just I don't
Yeah.
like it as much. Like when they started adding in like the special, like the actual effects and like the actual animations.
You didn't care for the freelancer stuff too much.
No, not when they get really deep into the freelancer. I don't.
That's understandable. I think everything they've done with the Reds and Blues specifically, that's always stayed. I feel like that's always stayed
Yeah.
consistent and good.
Which is why I like 15 or whatever when they start going back in time and stuff.
Oh no, that's 16.
16,
They start going
yeah.
back time. But you never finished 16,
No, I'm about halfway through.
and you got 17 to watch too.
What do you know? You have more than we'll have to have 3 days of watching it straight through again.
And got to start back in season 1. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that again. I could certainly
That took
try.
endurance. That really did.
We messed up though, because season 3 is I think like the longest, because that's when it transitions from Halo 1 to Halo 2. So I think season 3 is definitely the longest.
It's like 2
We
hours.
should have watched. Yeah, we should have watched 1, 2, and 3 together, because 1 and 2 are pretty short. We watched 1 and 2 by themselves,
Yeah.
so that messed up. We should have ended on 3.
We ended the first day on 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, and then it was like 3. We started on 3, and 3 was so long. It's like, oh my god, we gotta watch 4 now.
Yeah. We should have
If it was
had
like
that
1,
break
2
after 3.
Yeah, if it was 1, 2, 3, then I feel like it would have been okay to watch like 4, 5, 6 maybe.
3 is what I was introduced to Red versus Blue. Like it was way back when like they were still like going on. Like I had watched like a couple of the first episodes, and I just went to GameStop, you know, just randomly, and I was like, "Do you guys have Red versus Blue?" They're like, "Yeah, we have season 3." I was like, "All right, I'll take it." Just went home and started watching it. I was like, "This is freaking amazing." Even though I guess it didn't technically make sense, it was still funny.
Some people have felt there was a little decline in the Halo 5 stuff, which I could maybe see.
Yeah, I still think it's like
It's
still
I think
funny.
it's still good.
I've still laughed out loud at some of the stuff.
Yeah. Like I know like the next episode you're about to watch is really good.
Which one? Because I might, maybe I've watched it.
It's a docudrama, like DOC, like doc, and it's
No,
like The Office. It's like Office inspired.
oh
So they're
no,
all
I
like
haven't seen
talking to the
that.
camera. It's really good. Yeah. Halo 6 coming soon. They're gonna have get the Halo 6 era of Red versus Blue. I guess the most used video game in Red versus Blue is probably Halo 3, I would think.
Yeah,
Because there was a long time between 3 and 4.
yeah, that's true. Just time period, it was the longest between
And I mean they
games.
had Reach in there to separate it, but they didn't use Reach for much. They only used Reach for the Epsilon stuff.
Did they use any ODST?
I don't think so. No. I mean, ODST didn't have a multiplayer, so I don't know how they could have.
I forgot that. Yeah.
I don't think ODST did. ODST have a firefight mode?
No.
Hmm.
I think that was started with Reach, and then it was just everything after that.
I think what they've never. I don't think they've ever used. The only thing they've never used is they've never used the Combat Evolved Anniversary. It's like the upped Halo 1 graphics.
They could have remastered it. Could have remastered the originals.
I bet someone could go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't really. They just need to do the correct like shots and placing for everybody.
Yeah, all you really need is audio. So
Well,
you got the audio down.
I mean, you need to match it perfectly.
You wouldn't need to match it perfectly.
No,
But
not
you-
perfectly, but close
Somewhat.
enough. That'd still be difficult.
Yeah.
Damn it! I want my Red versus Blue in 4K.
Yeah, they did use. They've used the Halo 2 anniversary once or twice
That's good.
because that has Blood Gulch. See, that's like the main problem, in my opinion, with Red versus Blue, and it's not like Red versus Blue's fault. Is that we haven't had Blood Gulch since Halo 2.
I know, and that's such a like a strong point.
That's
of Red
that's
versus
quintessential. That's
Yeah.
quintessential Red versus Blue.
Blue. And it just works the best too,
It does.
because it's just two bases where they can just do stupid shit.
Because there was Valhalla they went to in season 3.
Which is really close to.
Is Valhalla in Halo 4?
I don't know.
If it is, I don't think it. If it is, I don't think they do it. I don't think they go to it in Halo, in Red vs. Blue. You know what's the windmill map in Halo 2?
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Zanzibar is in Halo 2 and Halo 3, so they go back to that.
Mhm.
Red vs. Which is nice.
I do like when they get outsiders' views of like the reds and blues.
Oh yeah, see, that's always like a good way to freshen it up. 'Cause that was so funny with Agent Washington in season 3. Like, what is wrong with you people? He's like, so in the beginning, he's like, so I can go talk to these experts, and they're like, we don't like the term experts.
Because it's very like sunny, you know, like people looking from the outside are like, what the hell?
What is wrong? That's what worked when they did it again in season 15.
Yeah, which is
Coming in.
why it's so good.
Just to break the fourth wall a little bit here, I am currently uploading a daily Half-Life 3 update.
Wow. Neat.
I am multitasking.
See, if you actually filmed it on the podcast, then they could technically be part of the update.
And they would learn how late in advance we filmed these, and why we can't really ever talk about current events because they would be super outdated. Did you hear they're making a Star Wars Episode 7? Disney just bought Star Wars.
It's not going to be Star Wars because it's not going to be, okay?
Guess what, Liam? I'm joining the army. Looking forward to that. That's not going to go wrong at all.
So, Richard, where are you going after high school? Probably Oregon, and then Oregon.
Man. Yeah. Season 17 was good, but I would like season 18 to be a little bit more simpler.
Then 17.
Yeah, because it's time travel and paradoxes and all things. And let's simple things down. But yeah, they haven't used Halo. See, they use Halo 2 Anniversary because you get like a high quality version of Blood Gulch in there.
Did they add stuff in the map?
I think they added a couple things in the map because I did play that. There's like some underground stuff. It's pretty cool. Halo 2 Anniversary is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the problem is there's not a lot of helmets, and they like to use the other helmets for different characters. Like you couldn't have Carolina or Locust show up on Blood Gulch, so.
Right.
So that's the problem there. But Halo, they just make another Blood Gulch map for Halo 6. Do Red versus Blue a favor.
I know, right? They've done you so many.
You know how often I'm like thinking about Red versus Blue, and I go, they should make a Red versus Blue game. Oh no, wait, that's Halo.
Yeah, but they just need to do a couple missions that are just, nonsense. Just like pointless.
They do some voice work in Halo 3.
Yeah.
And Halo Reach too, I think.
Well, like you can, it's like an Easter egg that you can find them or something.
Yeah. It's just two people voiced by them. But in Halo Reach, maybe it's Halo 4. Might be Halo 4. You hear something that's very clearly them, like it's like acting like them too. Because Caboose is going like beep boop, and then you'll hear Simmons like, stop making that noise. Stop it. Beep boop. Beep boop.
It's so good.
I'll tell you, the toughest you remember back when I used to do top 15 videos, right?
Yeah, actually I just watched before the podcast. I went back to your first videos.
What do you mean?
Because I wanted to see your first update and see if it's like changed at all, and I realized no, it hasn't. It's the same exact thing.
Yep. I'm proud of that.
I guess it hasn't been that long, but goddamn, it just looks the same.
Quality. I think I didn't even change the angle. If you go back to my very first video on Hazard Time in general, my Lost Season 1 Episode 1 review, I have a different angle.
Because weren't you going to review every episode?
Yeah. Oh, I do intend to get back to that. I don't know what's been holding me down, but...
The stupid updates. That's what's been holding you down, man.
Yeah.
Just stop that.
But anyway, you remember the top 15, though, right? That I used to do?
Yeah.
Some of my hardest top 15s were I ranked the Red versus Blue characters.
Oh no, you know what you should do?
What?
Top 15 Red versus Blue episodes.
Episodes? Ooh, I don't know. You mean seasons?
No episodes.
'Cause episodes is tough because I've never watched them individually.
Yeah, but then you'd just figure out the best parts, and then you'd go to that episode.
Oh, that could work.
I think that would be really cool.
I might have to go through that. I gotta. Well, time to do another rewatch. I haven't finished my most recent rewatch.
Oh shit.
I think I told you, Red vs. Blue is the TV show I rewatch the most.
Yeah, but how long is it really? Like,
It's not that long. It's 17 movies, which really makes me think you were just complaining a little bit too much. I mean,
of course I was, but
kind of, like, suck it up, Buttercup. Okay.
look, man, it's like I came, and then all of a sudden it was a lot of Red versus Blue.
And what's the problem?
I wanted to go home.
Let me go. Show me the way to go home. Tired and I wanna go to bed. Had all the drink to buy. Have you seen any movies recently? I mean, you saw Shin Godzilla, but have you seen any in theaters?
No, not in theaters. I was gonna watch Dark Phoenix, but guess what? That's out of theaters.
I didn't even see that. I'm such a huge X-Men fan. I'm so sad.
I've just heard it was really bad and unnecessary.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Which really, yeah, it is sad because it feels like they had a lot to work with.
Because, like, it's so depressing because, like, the Netflix MCU stuff ended, and now Fox is over.
I was disappointed with Deadpool too. I watched that recently.
Yeah. I checked out some spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home.
I've heard mixed reviews.
I'm thinking if I can spoil it on this podcast, because will my audience have seen the movie by the time this is put out?
Or will they, watch it by the time they
Yeah,
watch Far From Home? Fuck it, just do it. Fucking spoil it. Who cares?
because, I mean, do you care about spoilers?
Kind of.
Are you planning on seeing the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't spoil it. But someone shows up, and they're played by someone. I almost wish I hadn't been spoiled.
I hope it's not what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
'Cause
Out of curiosity.
I'd just be like a slap in the face.
What do you think it is out of curiosity? I won't tell you if you're right or wrong.
Are they bringing back, like, Robert Downey Jr. for any sort of Iron Man thing?
No.
Okay.
I guess I wasn't going to tell you if you were right or wrong, but yeah, no. It's definitely not that.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh, maybe it's Tobey Maguire.
I would love that, but no.
So you are
I
going to
feel like
tell
he has
me.
no interest. Because basically, if I don't tell you no, that might mean yes.
Be like, Tobey Maguire. Just watching it the whole time. Like, it's like, come on, kid, you gotta leave. But he said Tobey Maguire would be there.
It's something that people have thought about, like, wouldn't it be cool if they did this? And I was always like, they're never gonna do that. Like,
And they did.
that. Oh, interesting. But I don't know how I feel about it. Actually, now that I think of it, kind of pisses me off more.
Will I realize it just watching the movie?
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely gonna realize it.
Does Joel Edgerton play Uncle Ben?
I wish, but no. You gotta guess something. See, I keep breaking my thing. I keep saying no. So the next you're gonna ask me what it is, and I'll be like, I can't tell you, and you can be like, okay, that means it is.
I don't know what it is. I don't know this stuff. Well, I don't have any knowledge to even guess close.
Now that I think about it, though, it's kind of like making me, because I already have my problems with Spider-Man Far From Home. And the fact that they did this, it's kind of like almost like a middle finger in my opinion now when I'm thinking about it. Like to me personally, someone who still prefers the Sam Raimi stuff.
Oh, so it has to do with that. Oh, I wonder if they're casting. No, I don't think so.
What were you gonna say?
I'd say like maybe James Franco is back or something.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, that's probably not it. So.
Just on principle now. I've said too many no's, so now I gotta start saying no comment.
Well, I guess it's connected to Sam Raimi, so I'm guessing it was somebody we didn't get cast in Sam Raimi's that maybe
Nope.
would have been good. No,
No comment.
all right. Play your game, politician man.
I mean, a part of me is happy because, like, yes, get more of that.
Right. So somebody who is actually in the Sam Raimi movies.
No comment.
Well, I guess I gotta wait like a week. So
You're probably not gonna watch it.
probably not.
I'll give you some time and then let you know. But this is probably something that's gonna get spoiled for you if you don't. It's like Tony Stark dying in Endgame. You would have gotten that spoiled eventually by the Far From Home trailers.
Son of a bitch.
Like Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. I can't believe Tony Stark died. I'm so sad. That's basically what the trailer is.
Oh yeah, okay? Topic that we can talk about for a second.
What?
Infinity. See, if Infinity War was being released, I probably watch Endgame being re-released.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that in the group chat. Half-assed re-release.
God, what like re-release? Well, like, has it been out of theaters for like more than 2 weeks?
No, I don't think it has. I think it'll be out of theaters for like a week, and then they're gonna re-release it.
They're not gonna beat Avatar.
I hope not. I so hope not.
Now I really hope they don't, because this is just cheap. This is really really low.
Now I'm fine. Now I'm fine with the re-release because Avatar had a re-release. Avatar waited some period of time,
But yeah, that's a little better.
but and plus it's like
I mean, some of these people are like, man, I just saw this movie. It's getting more stuff now.
here's what I wonder: why are they rushing to re-release it so soon? Why don't they like?
Well, because it's got Far From Home footage in it, doesn't it?
No, it has a deleted scene at the end of the credits,
Oh,
and like I think there's like a Stan Lee tribute and like something else.
that's insulting.
I mean,
What did they? So they really just came up with this shit on the fly, or they decided to omit it from the original release?
no, they just came up with they just this was a lazy, quick as they can. Like, ah, shit, we're not gonna beat Avatar. Quick, re-release it as soon as possible. Throw one of those crappy deleted scenes in there so we can give them a reason to go back.
What is the? I didn't even know this. Like they could do this. But why take it out in the first place? Like
Well, I guess it had to be taken out or whatever. I suppose
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like who decides if it's going to be taken out? If they can just put it back in so quickly.
I guess the theater chains in general, the theaters, the people showing it.
Oh, that's true. I mean, if it's taking up screens and not making money, then yeah. But
Do you know what I hope? You know what I really hope happens? I hope
Mhm.
Avatar re-releases.
Avatar re-release with new Endgame footage.
Just say with new Endgame footage.
Yeah, guess what we're doing? Endgame, we're putting new footage in too of yours. Teach you to try to beat us.
But honestly, if Avatar re-released, no, if Endgame does pass Avatar, Avatar re-releases, Avatar passes Endgame again.
That would be amazing.
Because I feel like more people would go see an Avatar re-release than they would see the Endgame re-release.
And that's quite possibly, it might happen right before Avatar 2 comes out.
Yeah, because Avatar 2 comes out like 30 years after the first Avatar.
I know, so like you could need a refresher. I wonder if this is gonna like kickstart 3D again. Because I know movies have been coming out in 3D, but it's not really like as buzzy as it was when Avatar came out.
I don't know. This is. I hate that I'm. I hate that I'm rooting for Avatar. But I mean, I guess I like Endgame more than Avatar, but I don't want it to pass because it's gonna be so annoying.
See, I don't want it to pass now just because of the slimy tactics.
Yeah,
Originally I did, but not now.
every YouTube channel is gonna have our Endgame beats Avatar, #1 movie of all time. No, it's not. You're not accounting for inflation, which means if you don't count for
Gone with the
inflation,
Wind.
yeah, if you don't count for inflation, it means nothing.
Gone with the Wind sold a fuck ton of tickets.
Yes, Gone with the Wind is the highest grossing movie of all time. Okay, you gotta count for inflation because it means nothing. Like, gas wasn't cheaper back then. Gas was about the same price as it was. Just $2 was worth more than.
I mean, you have to account for the fact that people are still watching movies in this day of age. I think it's worth something. Like, for people to go out and spend money watching Endgame instead of just sitting at home fucking doing better shit because they can.
Yeah.
I say we re-release Gone with the Wind and see if it can beat them. Pretty sure it has been re-released.
Not like officially, because you can do a special event that doesn't count as a re-release.
Fathom events.
Yeah, that doesn't count as a re-release, unfortunately. But they need to re-release Six Road.
What is it, like $100 or something?
I think it was like 12.
12.
I think it recently got bumped up to 50 for 20. I'm gonna look it up. Six Road movie. Let me see. Budget 1.2 million.
Jesus.
Box office $20 to $30.
20 to 30. We're not sure. Yeah, but like how?
Let me see. Shown. Zizix Road was shown once a day at noon for 6 days at one movie theater in Dallas, Texas.
I feel they could have made a little more money if they distributed it a little more.
The side effect had the strategy had the side effect of making it at the time the lowest grossing film in history. It earned just $30 at the box office from 6 people.
We got to interview those 6 people. What compelled them to watch Zizix Road?
I guess it made some money in home media. It made like $300,000 in home media.
Still a bomb. Still an atomic bomb.
John Penny, he directed it. What else did he direct? Hellgate in 2011. It stars William Hurt and Carrie Elwes. Huh. What do you know? Thinking about doing some Three Stooges rewatch.
Yeah.
That's some classic stuff right there.
Slap happy hour.
Yeah. Basically, mainly because I remember a joke in an episode and I can't find out what that episode is. So I'm just going to have to watch them all until I get to that damn episode so I can see that joke again.
See, I had something like that one time. There was a joke in The Simpsons. This is like a really vague joke, like that I thought was funny, but I didn't know which episode it was. There was a dedicated forum to that. on the Simpsons website or something. Just be like, what joke? Like this particular joke, like, and it wasn't even correct, but like it was close enough. They're like, oh, it's this one, this episode. But I feel like it's harder with the Three Stooges.
Yeah, because that Reddit thing, tip of my tongue, is pretty useful sometimes.
Yeah, I've had hit or miss with that.
I found a movie I was looking for recently. That was good.
No help
And
from
most
pretty much it.
what?
That's for sure.
Yeah, nope. Pretty much it was useless. Although the comment section was much more helpful. I was able to find out Vanishing Point. That haunted me for years trying to figure out what Vanishing Point was.
It's a good movie.
Like I remember like Googling everything about this movie, like a movie about car crashes, and like going through like 7 pages of Google and like looking at everything, like oh, nothing's right.
See, the thing is, I swear we had talked about Vanishing Point too.
Probably in this scenario, because this was a while ago when I.
Because I know I had seen Vanishing Point and I had liked it, so I'm positive I brought it up.
I guess I gotta try and find that Pretty Much It video. So they made a lot of their stuff unlisted, but they didn't delete it. So that means I gotta go on their Facebook page and scroll down to like 2013 when they posted it. Because that was like a highlight for me at that time. You know, Pretty Much It read a question of mine.
Look at you now.
Oh, you know what I just thought of? This is a pretty deep cut too. Do you remember when we were thinking of ideas of what to say in a video to submit to Ray William Johnson's?
Yeah, equals 3.
3.
Yeah. The grenade.
The grenade that you tried to convince me was real, but I was not buying it at all.
I'm pretty sure at one point you did.
No.
It is a real grenade.
Not a live grenade.
Yeah, but
I never believed that.
Well, no.
I mean, I was skeptical enough where I wouldn't risk it.
See, that's enough, though. Because why wouldn't I have that?
I never fully believed it. I think you would have picked ours if we had done it. You were gonna put on a gas mask or something too. I think, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's when you were living in a closet, not figuratively. Figuratively.
Not anymore.
You're not like Richard. You're not in a closet.
I don't know why, man. He's only got a couple days left to get it out.
I don't understand that. What is that?
Well, June is Pride Month.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I see.
Isn't June? See, that's the problem. There aren't enough months, so like every month becomes multiple things.
Yeah.
Like this isn't just Pride Month. This is like some other month.
But it's also Straight Month.
Like this is Pride Month, but it's also, you know, Italian History Month, Italian American History Month, and it's also Lego Month.
Well, they should just stick to days.
Does it bother you when there's an acronym that means something else?
It would. I can't think of any, but it would.
I don't remember.
I know they had a problem with like ISIS. Like there was this thing, like an organization that was called ISIS, and it was something good. But then when like the terrorist group started becoming bigger, like that thing was forced to change its name. Because like they're like, no, we're not affiliated with ISIS.
I think ISIS is the organization in Archer that Archer works for.
Really?
Yeah. I remember something that still pisses me off is LAX. You know what LAX stands for, right?
Airport, Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles International Airport.
Yeah.
LAX does not stand for lacrosse.
No, I mean, why do you need to shorten lacrosse?
No one cares about stupid lacrosse. And then I think like ATM is, you know, automated teller machine, not at the moment.
I don't know. I think that one's fine.
There are other ones which
At the ATM.
This is what
Watching ATM.
this is what I realized will be the downfall of our society, and that is meaning.
Acronyms that mean the same thing.
No, that's a part of it. Meaning will have no meaning. That will cause the downfall of our society.
Isn't that what like 1984 is about?
I don't know, because I saw some image. It was like it said, "Die Hard is a sandwich. Hot dogs are Christmas movies. There's meaning has no meaning, and words aren't enough to describe our pain."
Well, they never have been. It's just our best effort to do it. Podcast is about to end, I think.
I suppose it is. Okay, well, thanks for listening, guys, and we will see you